Alright, it is 9:09 a.m. 4 stocks on the watch list. Of course, the OTC's on the other screen. GME, a lot of people are trying to fight the institutional, the big guys by buying this. At the end of the day, it's just not worth GameStop is just not a $20 billion company. There are plenty of ways of, if you want to protest or fight the big guys out there. Squeezing them is definitely one of them, but it's not gonna last forever. You can also do other things. You can't just be buying this stock on the way down because it's just gonna be too hard, because it's just not worth the market cap, the price that it is. I don't want to talk too much about it, but from what I heard, it is messed up. I mean, to be able to short more than 100% of the shares available for shorting, if that was the case, that is a bit messed up. A bit of an elitist thing they got in a big short squeeze. But again, I wanted, the short squeeze happened and that was impressive, but I want to try that so hard to keep pushing it up. Of course, this might be a $1,000 stock. It might move a lot more, but at the end of the day, it's just not going to be worth its market cap. So had it have been a stock that was worth a large market cap, sure, but I don't think this is the case. RHE looks like a first day stock, very low float, nothing I really want to trade right now. So you can tell the spread is garbage. If it continues looking like this, I'm going to remove it. VIVE, another first day stock, doesn't seem to have a good long-term chart. Really none of these stocks are ideal. I'm probably just going to save my day trade for OTC number 5 setups. Maybe that will happen, a nice number 5 setup. I have Interactive Brokers already logged in. I'm happy with E-Trade though. You can trade GameStop without any restrictions. That's stupid to put restrictions. So yeah, I'm just gonna consider a number 5 setup for the last day trade I have, and then if I see anything else, or maybe another first day green day stock pops up, or one that I haven't found yet, I'll definitely consider trading that. But these I don't like too much because they're low float and they have very bad long-term charts. Alright, it is 9:25, 5 minutes before the market open. I'll organize the other screen with the OTC stocks. Some of them had very nice number 5 patterns yesterday, and for it to happen today, I mean, it just seems kind of iffy. Would like it to uptrend some more, consolidate some more, but I have them all organized. I removed the other stocks that were not really that good. XSPA, don't really want to trade this, but I like how it can sometimes hold its gains for several days in a row, which is impressive. Lots of volume traded leading up to this, which could be a short squeeze for all we know. GME, you can say in theory is putting up a higher low, just because this is a wick right here, and this one didn't even make a wick to that level. It held itself higher than the wick. You could call it a higher low, but they're a bit risky to judge. I probably won't trade this like before when I had this in the watch list. It's just something to watch. No setups right now, nothing I really want to trade. I'm going to look at the chat for more stocks that I might be interested in. Otherwise, this is all I have for right now. Okay, it's 9:28, just a few minutes later. Looked at the chat a little. NAKD, I missed this. This is a humongous squeeze right here. Just a very nice support hold at this level. Although it wasn't as good because it had some wicks below it, it still held this range. Not perfectly, it did. Maybe had I have seen this earlier, I could have bought this. The only thing that would have thrown me off is that I would be buying something before the market opened. I could buy something and then the market opens and it just falls off a cliff. It's already traded a lot of shares pre-market. Just wanted to record this. This is a nice dip buy setup, after a harsh crash. Just holding that level, not perfectly, but it held it. led to this nice spike that I would definitely be selling into. Even if it goes all the way to 5 or something, I would sell some at, you know, right here in the 2s. Pretty impressive. Alright, don't like being much of a crybaby. I'm just noting that E-Trade Pro, TOS, a lot of brokers are crashing, just absolutely crashing, as mentioned in the chat. They're just crashing. I restarted E-Trade Pro. It's just essentially worse, so there must be something going on. You know, I do have fears that you know, with all of this going on, with the fight against the institutional guys, with GME and the other stocks, that, you know, they could, you know, put some people in the corner and force them to do volatility restrictions on traders of certain stocks, and maybe require them to have a certain amount of money, or require them to have a certain amount of trades, some kind of limitation that only the big guys, the big traders, the institutional people will be able to benefit from. That I do have those thoughts right now. That's kind of scary, but yeah, the platform is just absolutely dead. I'm gonna restart it again to see if it works. I might even try Interactive Brokers to see how that one is doing. And yeah, I'll just come back with an update. Today just could be an exception, but you know, I hope this isn't the beginning of something. I'd rather it not. All I can do is keep trying. So yeah, I'm gonna restart E-Trade and see if there's any updates from there. Alright, E-Trade Pro has restarted again, 940. It seems like it's working. Again, it's not the computer. I have a brand new computer, great processor, decent dedicated graphics card, 16 gigs of RAM. It's just not the computer, it's not the internet. I have a direct connection to the router via Ethernet, unless perhaps running an Ethernet cable under the house across the other side to the router is slowing down because of the weather. There is some snow outside. I doubt that's the case. It seems like it's still being a bit laggy, actually. I did miss this number 5 setup, but quite frankly, if the majority of people are not able to trade because their platforms or whatever is crashing or freezing, is it really worth trading at this moment? I don't know. I don't think it is. NAKD seems to be the only stock that is actually moving, as in like actually running well on E-Trade. I might open, just because it's being so crappy, I might wait and maybe actually try the Interactive Brokers platform and see if that will resolve the issue. Looks like AMLM got halted. That would have been a scary thing to get into. A number 5 setup, OTC, that got halted. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, the platform is just being laggy. I can't trade OTCs on Interactive Broker, so kind of leaves me with not much opportunity. But I'll go ahead and log into Interactive Brokers on Trader Workstation and see how it runs there. Alright, it's 9:47 a.m. I opened up Trader Workstation. It didn't seem like it was gonna have any problems. I just don't like the platform, and some of the stocks I couldn't really look at because I don't have I didn't buy data, so I didn't purchase any level 2, any market data, so some of the stocks wasn't working or delayed. So I'm back with E-Trade Pro, and it seems to be working just fine right now. Had I have not have been through that mess, as well as a bunch of other people, I mean, XSPA looks like a very nice breakdown below this $3 level. It could bounce back to $3, and if it fails, this could be a confirmed breakdown, short opportunity. Not too much range, but you know, it is a stock that can spike and run for several days, and then spike and not run for several days. So That's something I'll be interested in, perhaps. A bit scary, maybe not. I think the overall feeling is that everybody wants to be long right now against the institutional short sellers or whatever. And NAKD looks like a head and shoulders might form. It's all gonna depend. I don't even think I can short this. I might. Yeah, I'm actually able to short this stock. Mr. GameStop is doing pretty well. It's a bit of a halter stock, but it's been uptrending. It'll load eventually. I mean, it was in the 500s pre-market, but it seems like this thing could really try to you know, make a move towards the upside. AMLM, no idea what happened here, why it got halted like that. Just very strange. Didn't trade it. I thought it was the one I traded yesterday. It turns out to be very similar. It's AMLM and ABML. ABML is the one I traded yesterday. I don't see any clear number. Never mind. I see a nice number 5 setup. ALPP. Potential number 5. It's already at $3. Let's look at a 14-day chart. Any significant level? I mean, $3 could potentially hold. I'm gonna be interested in this, I think. Oh gosh, I really could use I could really not use that. Let's see how it does at $3. It might hold $3. And my speed keys did not work there. And I'm not gonna get in the trade. I pressed number 3, F3. Did I press the wrong button? I pressed the wrong button. That's not E-Trade's fault. Instead of pressing F3, I pressed 3, so that kind of kept me from getting in 300 shares. This is a nice number 5 setup. Held the round number of $3. We're gonna see how well it does. Some issues with the platform there, but really just pressed the number 3 button instead of F3. That was my bad. I would already be selling some. I mean, 10%, almost 10%, 20 cents up. I just want to, you know, take in some green. Not trying to hit a home run here, but 10% more or less. Not liking the level 2 action here. I don't see any other stocks that might do a number 5. Except for, no, TSMP is fading, but it's very slowly. Yeah, just ALPP, pretty impressive. Was not able to get executed. A bit of a problem with the platform, and then I just pressed the wrong button. That's fine. Alright, I'll make an update later. See how this does. It'll probably do great because, you know, I didn't get in the trade. But, you know, whatever's fighting against me, if it's some spooky entity or it's just bad luck, it can't last forever. Just like people who are trying to push up GME, unfortunately, at the end of the day, it's just not worth its market cap. Alright, it's 9:57 a.m. NAKD looks like it might make a head and shoulders, but I don't think I'll be interested in trading this just because of how spiky this stock can get. You know, not trying to be a cynical under trader, but it's making an uptrend here. You know, an uptrending head and shoulders. It could just barely drop to a level and then make a nice spike. So I'm not interested in trading it for that reason. GME continuing its run into 439s. Again, never wanted to trade this stock. Just look at it. Pretty impressive. ALPP, yeah, it did a nice number 5 to the 50s. before I got into any red candles. Very nice. I just missed the setup. And you know, had I pressed F3 instead of the number 3 button, you know, I might have missed my order anyway, because it was a very quick bounce. And then I had issues with the platform. It's just, you know, that's just a coincidence. I just have to keep going, really, and hope that I catch a break sometime. I mean, or it just goes away, whatever's attacking it. Let's see how far this thing could drop. It could just drop a little bit. If it cracks, I'd say 224, I'd be very impressed. You know, and I would have missed that setup, but I can't feel too bad either, because it's just low odds, considering how spiky this stock can get, and that is an up trading head and shoulders. So let's see how far this one can drop. Definitely provided an entry to short, but again, don't really want to be short right now in these markets, especially in up trading head and shoulders. I'll come back with an update and see what happens. But yeah, just a very nice setup, number 5 with ALPP. I'm gonna save that. And yeah, just have to keep going. Okay, it's 10:05 a.m. NAKD is at $2. It got halted for falling so hard. That's impressive. You know, head and shoulders right here. Didn't want to really go short because it was uptrending. The shoulder was a bit higher. You know, could have definitely have been a conflicting head and shoulders where it only drops a little and then it creates a very nice spike. That wasn't the case with this. Instead, it decided to drop a lot, which I don't mind. I guess I'll just have to make an adjustment with that and just keep getting better. But very, very, very nice pattern. ALPP is still chilling in the 340s, the high 340s, which is again very impressive. GME, oh, looks like I'm losing connection here. GME, yeah, looks like it got halted in the 400s. Pretty impressive. XSPA, just downtrending. This one isn't really doing much. I was interested in a confirmed breakdown. It looks like I missed the setup just by being carried away with other stocks. You know, not gonna short it anymore. I missed my entry here. Just a lot of missed trades and broker issues. Again, don't really feel too bad not wanting to short NAKD, because this is among the popular stocks with GME, AMC, and the other stocks like that that are just getting a lot of attention. But yeah, I mean, you can't ignore the head and shoulders, so I'm going to save a screenshot of this. Definitely going to review this video, and like I do with all the other ones, and see how I did from a third person view, what adjustments have to be made, not make. And yeah, I'll keep going. It's 10:07. I might just call it off early. Just not the best market conditions for me. Just a lot of craziness going on. But definitely some nice setups. A lot of nice setups today. I'm gonna go ahead and make an update probably later, but in the meantime, you know, I'm just gonna call it off for right now and just keep looking at stocks. That's all I can do. And let me save this. Yep, just gonna keep on looking. Alright, it is 10:16. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it off for right now. I'll probably still look at stocks, but I'm still gonna call it off. You know, I could be a crybaby, but I mean, I know there are a lot of people hurting today. There is so much craziness going on in the markets. I can't get too upset. There are people going through so much worse. I have the opportunity to trade here on E-Trade Pro, great accounts with enough for me to trade long and short. Another account with Interactive Brokers. I do have like a backup Robinhood account that I don't touch. I have so much more opportunity than I've ever had before. Like when I first started in 2015, You know, I need to be thankful for that, and I don't want to be that cool kid who calls all the trading shots and just doesn't trade them for whatever reason. I'm gonna actually start trading these. So NAKD was a very nice, even right here when I saw it holding off of a, I guess that's not really a 1-day chart. It was holding off of this range pretty nicely. Saw this stock a bit late, but it was a very nice hold. I would have bought had I have been given more time and no broker issues. I would have definitely have bought into that initial spike there. Once it made that head and shoulders, I could have considered shorting it a little more. But I don't feel too bad just because a lot of people are going long right now. This is one of the really popular stocks like GameStop. So, you know, I don't feel too bad not shorting this one, and it was uptrending too. Sometimes you see it just drop a little bit, like right here, and then it makes a big squeeze. So I don't feel bad for that because that's a matter of odds. ALPP missed my entry here. Maybe I would have missed it if I pressed the right button, F3, instead of the number 3 button on the keyboard. There's nothing wrong with that. I just have to keep getting better and more confident. It's about me having to, you know, push myself and continue getting better and stronger. Very nice number 5 pattern. GME, when I mentioned here that it was a bit of an uptrend, not an exact science, but a bit of an uptrend, because here the low was like in the 250s, but it was a wick, and here sure it got close to the 250s, so I actually did right here. It wasn't a big wick, it was still higher than this range, and that led to this nice uptrend. Again, I just didn't want to trade the stock, but very impressive. Maybe in the future I will. Maybe I'll make an adjustment. I'll keep making adjustments and keep getting better. A bit of a halty stock, but very impressive run up. No way I would have held all the way there. Probably would have maybe went long here, big candle, probably tried selling here. If not here, had I tried to hold it. Definitely after the halt I would be selling, because you never know, it might not break past this level right here. So that was a pretty good move in and of itself. And XSPA was a confirmed breakdown. It cracked here $3, dropped to $2.87, bounced back. Wasn't perfect because it got a bit higher than the level at $3. In fact, it got as high as $3.18 if you count that wick there. But then it eventually broke the level, and it just broke the level, but it easily broke this range right here. Another one, a very small bounce, and then another drop in the 260s from $3. That's a pretty impressive move. A lot of good moves. I just missed them all horribly. Broker issues, but you know, there are people going through way bigger problems than me. Maybe people who were long on Robinhood and not able to get their sells with GME, or people who are just going through emotions. Just, I know a lot of people are out there bleeding, so I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to keep getting better, be thankful for the opportunity I have, all the trades that I missed, and I just have to keep improving and studying every single day, more and more and more. Yeah, but for now I'm going to work on my business. We're going to have to process a whole bunch of orders. And after that, yeah, I guess in the meantime, while I do it, I'll definitely be studying too. That's all I can do, just keep getting better. Yeah, very good trading day today.